Hey everybody, Scott Gilmore here. I just wanted to kind of update the progress of the tank troubleshooting. Most of the things that I have still going wrong are with this tank right here. Um, I've still got a few minor things going on with this tank, but all the major ones that I talked about in the last video, um, those have been reconciled. And then this one, I'm just going to wait and see what happens with this tank before I dive into that. But anyway, let's go ahead and start. Um, Main issues are all commander related. So I've got commander entry point problems. I've got commander pose animations not showing up or showing up wrong. And I've got um, commander viewport, com commander optics issues happening, and I think a few other little things. But all right, so you can see the gunner's entry point icon is there, and so the gunner entry point comes all the way back here, this is where the commander entry point should be. Um, when I look at it in the model, we've got position commander on the left and right side, position commander direction closer in, um, position driver on the left side, driver direction, gunner on the right side, gunner direction. um, so that's where those entry points should be. Now you saw that that's just not happening. However, I can get in and I can still move to the commander's seat. So I'm going to do that. And right away we see that I'm looking at the outside. I'm turned in, but I'm looking at the outside, and it's because the animation is mixed up, and it's also not showing the one that I made, showing the default animation. This looks like an animation for when you're firing from the turret turned out. So this is a turned out animation, right? And then turning in, I also see this looks like a turned out animation when you're just resting in the hole. But it's sunk down, so it's actually visibly it's in the right place. But I have an animation that's supposed to go here where he's holding you can't see it, should be holding his, ah, oh yeah. And when I switch to aimed mode, it switches LODs. It's kind of funky. Not bad, just kind of funky. And cannot get him to... Anyway, there's a keyboard down there that his left hand should be on, and there's a joystick on the right that his right hand should be on. Those are simply not happening with this pose. So last thing is the scope. There is right here, you can see that little scope box kind of moving around with it, and it's moving. I can move my head independently of it, but as I turn it, you know, um, it's fine. It's just, I guess, maybe part of whatever's wrong with the animation. But the real problem with the scope is that when I actually go into optics mode, I get a flipped backwards perspective. So that's no bueno. And then we get, look at the axes. We've got horizontal rotation axis. We've got pitch control. axis, and this is PIP4 position, PIP4 direction, and so those would be elevated on this axis, but and it's just in the wrong direction from being flipped all the way around. It's literally a 180-degree change, and I don't know why. But anyway, those are my issues with this tank for right now, and just some things that I'm having a hard time. If anybody has a clue what to look for, then that'd be great to hear from you. I've also supplied links for my config files and my config file and my model.cfg file. So if you want to peruse through those to help, that's fine too. Anyway, if you're looking and you're interested to help, that'd be great. And I thank you guys for watching. Bye.